Hey guys, it's Suzanne Mosley with PaperPie, formerly known as Usborne Books and More. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube at Suzanne Shares Books. You can find me on Instagram at Suzanne_shares, and my website is still the same, SuzanneSharesBooks.com. So we do have a new name, formerly known as Usborne Books and More. Now we're PaperPie. The only difference is new name, new colors. We have new learning resources, and it's winter, January 2023, which is when our spring titles actually come out. So I'm excited to share some of our newest releases from January 2023. I have several on my YouTube channel. Check all of them out. This video specifically is going to feature 4 new picture books that have a nonfiction focus. And this one is probably my favorite in our new releases, Maps for Penguins and Other Traveling Animals. So this one, and I just love the illustrations. Look at that jacket cover there. So it features the migration journeys of lots of different animals. Obviously the penguin, as you can see from the beginning, but monarch butterflies, Bengal tigers, honeybees, humpback whales, lemurs, swallows, elephants, sea turtles, and gray wolves. So they're gorgeous, all the illustrations, and it goes into detail. It gives you a background about where they're traveling, where they're going, why they do it. I love all the illustrations. It's definitely a book you can, it's a lot of words. It probably is not one you would read in one sitting. You could read about one specific animal's migration, like the honeybee. Or you could choose, you could use it for bedtime stories. You could choose the ring-tailed lemur and read through that. Very fascinating. The illustrations, again, are gorgeous. They're definitely, they pull you in. And kids are fascinated, and so are adults, by animals and why they move and how they know where to go and where they go. And then the end closes with a glossary, and there's an index with more background information. But this one it's stellar. Love it. Maps for Penguins. This one was a mid-season release in October, so this is technically the first catalog that it has been in. A World of Gratitude, how people give thanks around the world. Now, this is one you can read in one sitting, and I absolutely love it. Gratitude and cultivating gratitude is something that I love. We try to incorporate that into our family, and so this book, it's called A World of Gratitude because it does have a world focus. It highlights different cultures, different continents is kind of how it's broken down, how those cultures extend and show gratitude. It also gives you how to say thank you in a whole host of languages, and it is super fascinating. I love this double page spread. It talks about how different scenarios from around the world, how they intentionally thanked people. It talked about famous thank yous, including one that Neil Armstrong wrote to the team who came up with a spacesuit that helped him walk on the moon, and some different ways to show thank you. And then what I really love, it's not just a book where you read and close, you're like, maybe feel warm and fuzzy. Gratitude's tips and exercises. This is the last 2 pages of the book, and it gives you some practical ways that you can use with your kiddos, your family, your classroom, different ways to show thanks with a gratitude jar, a gratitude walk, or even a gratitude journal. So this one, I'm a huge fan. Everything Changes. This is the second book in the series. The Perfect Shelter was the first one. Same author and illustrator. This one is about when parents break up, will things ever be the same? It is a very, I think this book has been well written and very well done about the topic of divorce. If your family is experiencing a divorce, or someone you know and love, the kiddos are experiencing that with their parents. The book is Everything Changes, and it does have a theme of going through the seasons, and it roots what is happening in the family kind of as a change, as how seasons change. I feel like it's very well done. I'm a social worker by profession. It handles a very tricky topic in a very gentle and appropriate way. So this is definitely one I will be recommending, and it, with families who are walking through this. And it also even broaches the subject of what happens when maybe the mom or the dad has a new significant other in their lives. So great resource for that. Everything changes. And then this is a book about Hanukkah, 8 Nights, 8 Lights. Again, picture book with a nonfiction focus. It gives some of the background of what takes place during the 8 nights of Hanukkah. It's very well done. I learned a lot, not personally being from a Jewish background. I loved reading it because I've always been curious. I want to know more about it. So it was a wonderful introduction for me personally. To learn more about it and learn the customs and the traditions that come along with it, and why they are there. And again, I love the illustrations are short and sweet. So again, it could be a book you could read in one sitting and have a great discussion and just introduction to Hanukkah. So I hope you enjoyed those 4 new picture books that have a nonfiction focus from PaperPie. And again, so you don't miss any videos from my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button below. I'd love to have you subscribe. And all these books are on my website, SuzanneSharesBooks.com. Thanks, friends.